大家好，我是安妮老师 and welcome to my channel, 安妮老师。My previous lesson is an introduction about measure word or 量词. Why are they created and how important they are? Once you have learned and get to understand the reasons, it is still as confusing as before. But before I discuss some commonly used measure word or 量词, do you know that they are classified into 3 groups, which are according to noun, verb, and time? Let me discuss it briefly. The first group is according to noun or 名量词. These nouns are individual words for people, things, animals, food, and places. Example of measure word or 量词 under this classification are 个、条、块、点、双, and many more. The second group is according to verb or 动量词, which express the behavior of an individual action or verb. Examples of measure word or 量词 under these classifications are 次、变、回、烫、下饵, and many more. The last group is according to time or 时间词. These are individual words that expresses time. Example of measure word or 量词 under these classifications are 年、天、秒、分, and 时. Now that you know the different classification of measure word or 量词, I decided to use a table in discussing the commonly used measure words together with the nouns that they are commonly used with. Let's get started. Let's start with the first group, 名量词 or measure word for nouns. The first on the list is the measure word 个 that is commonly used by foreigners. This measure word is usually paired with most nouns. Example of nouns that are commonly paired with the measure word 个 are 国家、歌曲, and 道具. 只 is a measure word that is usually used for animals and things that are one of a pair. Example of nouns that are commonly paired with the measure word 只 are 猫、鸡, and 眼睛. The measure word 张 is usually used for things or objects that have flat surfaces. Example of nouns that are commonly paired with the measure word 张 are 纸、照片, and 桌子. The measure word 条 is usually used for things or animals that are long and narrow. Example of nouns that are commonly paired with the measure word 条 are 鹿、鱼, and 黄瓜. 种 is a measure word that means different kinds. It is usually used for things, animals, and abstract nouns. Example of nouns that are commonly paired with the measure word 种 are 花、狗, and 感情. The next measure word is 本, which is usually used for books and other printed materials. Example of nouns that are commonly paired with the measure word 本 are 书、杂志, and 词典. The next measure word is 颗, which is commonly used for things that are round and can be counted per piece. Example of nouns that are commonly paired with the measure word 颗 are 星星、珍珠, and 心. 粒 is a measure word that is usually used for things that are tiny or granules. Examples of nouns that are commonly paired with the measure word 粒 are 种子、沙子, and 米. The measure word 双 means pair. It is usually used for things that comes in pair. Example of nouns that are commonly paired with the measure word 双 are 手, 筷子, and 鞋. The measure word 件 is usually used for clothing, things, and abstract nouns. Example of nouns that are commonly paired with the measure word 件 are 衣服, 行李, and 事情. The next measure word is 场, which is commonly used for an event, occasion, or gathering of people in a large space. Example of nouns that are commonly paired with the measure word 场 are 球赛, 演唱会, and 鲍鱼. 间 is a measure word which means room, that is usually used for rooms in different building structure. Example of nouns that are commonly paired with the measure word 间 are 厨房, 办公室, and 浴室. 块 is a measure word that is usually used for a piece or slice of things and food. It is also specifically used as a measure word for money. Example of nouns that are commonly paired with the measure word 块 are 钱, 图, and 蛋糕. The measure word 套 means a set, which is usually used for things or food that come in set or collection. Example of nouns that are commonly paired with the measure word 套 are 餐, 书, and 沙发. 杯 is a measure word that means a cup. It is usually used for liquids. Example of nouns that are commonly paired with the measure word 杯 are 水, 咖啡, and 牛奶. The measure word 串 is usually used for items that come in bunches or clusters. Example of nouns that are commonly paired with the measure word 串 are 葡萄, 项链, and 钥匙. 名 is a measure word that is usually used for occupations. Example of nouns that are commonly paired with the measure word 名 are 老师, 医生, and 律师. The next measure word is 头, which is used specifically for some animals. Example of these animals are 牛, 骆驼, and 大象. The next measure word is 轮, which is commonly used for vehicles. Example of nouns that are commonly paired with the measure word 轮 are 汽车, 自行车, and 摩托车. 根 is a measure word that is usually used for things that are made of wood or trees. Example of nouns that are commonly paired with the measure word 根 are 竹子, 棍子, and 木头. Now, let's go to the 动量词 or measure words for verbs. For this measure word, the structure will be verb, number, and then measure word. Examples are 试一次, 看一遍, 打下饵, and 走一趟. Let me discuss some of the measure words for verb. The measure word 次 is used to express how many times an action is repeated, regardless if the action is completed or not. Examples will be 早一次, 去一次, and 来一次. 遍 is a measure word used to express how many times the whole process of an action is completed. Examples would be 看一遍, 说一遍, and 抄一遍. The measure word 下饵 is used to express an action to be done later or an action to be done in a short period of time. Examples would be 打下饵, 玩下饵, and 讨论下饵. The next measure word is 趟, It is used mostly for actions done by using our feet for a distance. Examples are 走一趟, 去一趟, and 跑一趟. Another measure word is 顿, which is used to express the frequency of the action is done. Examples are 吃一顿, 打一顿, 骂一顿. The last group is the 时间词 or measure words for time. These measure words have the same meaning and usage as their individual word. Example of these measure words are 年, which means year, 天, which means day, 时, that means hours, 分钟, that means minutes, and 秒, which means seconds. And these are the different classifications and some commonly used measure words with their related nouns. As what I've mentioned before, these measure words are often confusing, but knowing and understanding their usage and how they are created can somehow give you an idea on which appropriate measure word goes with which noun. I hope my lesson for this video helps you in understanding the measure word or 量词. Feel free to share your questions about this topic, or if you have any topics in mind, don't hesitate to share it as well on our comment section. This is Annie Lao Shi, now signing off. Take care everyone. 再见.